You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I wanted to talk on if Kick is going to be better than Twitch. Now, for those that don't know what's going on in the streaming community, Kick is a new streaming website that has been rising through the ranks. I mean, when you sit down and think about it, eventually we're going to start seeing like compilations on YouTube, like, oh, Kick streamer compilations, just like with Twitch. And then, you're going to see its little section on, TikTok, Instagram, or any other platforms that you guys go on to watch streaming content. But nah, man, Kick is rising through the ranks. Like, I've seen so many different types of streamers make that transition over from either YouTube or Twitch over to Kick because the pay is better. And yeah, to talk on that, so the pay on Kick, I think it's like a 95 slash 5% deal. So the creator gets 95% and then Kick gets 5%, which is, I think, probably the dopest thing ever. Versus with Twitch, I think Twitch there it's like a 50-50 or 60-40 type thing. Overall, Twitch is taking a lot. You know, they're taking a lot. Okay. So I think if it was up to me, I know people would probably ask like, what would platform would I stream on? Hey, wherever the money is gonna be at. But that's the thing though, even though the money may be good, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get like a big giant viewership and stuff on Kick and things. So you gotta understand that there's a lot of other content creators on there that's also trying to get that that deal going and things. But overall, it's like, you're not guaranteed to get, that like big payout and stuff. So yeah, it may seem all good at first, but yeah, you gotta think about it. It's like there's streamers that I know that they have a big following on Twitch. But yeah, when it comes to Kick, like I got more on my Twitch channel, I got more followers than them on their Kick channel. So that's, yeah, I'm like, that's how that goes. But overall though, like, no, I think it is like, if it's a place that you want to check out, I know like I will be talking on that, like, is it a website worth streaming on? Yes, 100%. Now I would have to say that it's a little bit more of a challenge compared to when I'm streaming on Twitch. All I gotta do is open up Streamlabs OBS, which is, in my opinion, it's a much more better app to stream off of versus OBS. OBS is just, I use more so OBS to record videos, and then Streamlabs OBS to stream, because it's just, you can tell like which app is meant for what. And yeah, with OBS Studios, it does have that feature where you can stream, but it doesn't have like, you have to like pop out the chat from the website in order to see chat. You don't have any alerts or no stuff going on. So like, people can follow you, they can donate things to you. You won't know because OBS, they just ain't got like, no, I don't know, maybe I just gotta add that stuff in afterwards. But for now, I'm like, yeah, I don't know nothing. I was like, I got like 6 followers on Kick, and I think since I've started streaming, I've gained like 4. So originally I had just 2 right off the jump. I don't know if just people looked my name up and then they just followed. But anyways, but no, it was like, yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't know people were following me and things. And so, yeah, I was like, I just think that, there needs to be something like Streamlabs OBS, and it's like Kick. I think Kick, they should come out with their own little app service so you could just stream directly off of their app. Because I think that would be, I might make that into a video, because I'm like, yeah, OBS is more so, in my opinion, is more so meant for YouTube videos, or yeah, if you're recording a video and stuff. But yeah, with streaming, it's just, I think people do say that it's better for your PC, but I'm like, hey, I think I'm just gonna have to take that risk of streaming Streamlabs OBS. I'm like, if it messes up my PC, then I'm like, hey, so be it. Then I just know I might slow down with the streaming stuff, or I would have to make that transition into OBS Studios and things. But Anyways, but no, let's overall talk on, like, the differences between Kick and Twitch. So Kick is it's a lot newer, so the community is pretty small at the moment. Like, you could go on there. Let me actually just check real quick. Let me open up both Kick and Twitch and stuff, because it's you can, like, the games, for an example, like, you'll see more people doing, for an example, just chatting streams. You'll see more people doing just chatting streams on Twitch than you will on Kick. Yeah, Kick right now got 87,000 people doing just chatting streams. Twitch got 334,000. So yeah, the community is much more bigger. Plus, with Twitch, they have pretty much like every game that's out right now, like added onto their website. So what do I overall mean by that? So when you're doing a stream, one way to, I guess, better identify yourself, to, like, I guess, like, either gaining more of a following, or just overall letting people know what game you're playing. Yeah, Twitch, they got, like, all the games on there, versus with Kick. I went to, no, like, the past, not past two, but there's a couple of streams that I did where I was playing Need for Speed Payback, and they didn't have Need for Speed Payback listed in the category section, so I had to just say, oh, I'm doing a just chatting stream, and I'm like, well, look at how many people are doing just chatting streams. And then on top of that, with Kick, I would have to say that they're not as strict than Twitch, because yeah, on Twitch, let me click on just chat. Oh no, actually I take that back. No, they got, some revealing Twitch streamers out there, but not as many though. Not as many. Like, there's just, but there's some. There's I was about to say, I was like, bro, I went to school with that, but I was like, no, this somebody else and things. But anyways, but no, like, let's just click on Kick real quick. Actually, well, nope. Soon as I look down, see, yeah, somebody being a little bit, not like too revealing, like, they can't, like, show, it, but they could, I guess, be a tad bit more revealing than, Twitch and stuff. So yeah, I will say that, with Twitch, they got, like, more rules and stuff. You'll mess around. I can see somebody getting banned on some stuff on Twitch before you get banned on. I haven't really heard too many people getting banned on Kick though, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I think Kick, when it comes to being strict and all that, like, they're not as strict, versus Twitch on the other hand. Like, yeah, there was the one streamer out there that got banned. This happened a while ago, but there's this guy named Deller. And at the time being, I think he was either playing Fortnite or whatever. But anyways, he's known for raging, right? So he's raging. He takes his keyboard, cracks it across his forehead. I think he got permanently banned from Twitch for doing that. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Deller banned from Twitch. In May 2019, before the keyboard smashing incident, Deller was banned from Twitch for 30 days after cursing out a female teammate in Apex. Oh, so he was banned for that. Because, yeah, I was about to say, bro got banned for raging. I'm like, nah, that's crazy. But no, like, I don't know, but there's, like, upon his return to the platform, he found that he had lost his partnership and therefore his ability to earn money from subscriptions. Dang. So, like, yeah, so overall though, so yeah, it's pretty much like with that, it's the same thing. I think with Twitch, yeah, they go by like bits and then subs, and I think with Kick, they go, I don't know if they go by bits. But let me just click on like a random. All right, let's click on Aiden Ross's stream. Let me make sure it's muted and all that stuff. But so gift, subscribe. They don't have nothing for like bits and stuff. Yeah, lifetime. Yeah, these are just subs. Okay, so even the developer or half of one of the developers, he donated to himself. How is it that I don't even get that, bro. But anyways, but yeah, it was, they was like, no, wait a minute, for Deller, there was like, so hold on, there was a tweet that he made where I think he was talking about how he got banned from Twitch, because I thought that was crazy. I'm like, bro, you get banned for raging? So then he goes on to say, so I am indefinitely banned from Twitch. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I know I'm a controversial person and I made mistakes, but this is my entire life. I'm waiting to hear back from Twitch. Twitch is my life. Please don't take it away from me. Yeah, because, with Twitch, it's like, the thing is this. I think that's what these platforms need to understand, and I hope the developers behind Kick understands that, is that when you ban these content creators, you're also taking away money that you're earning. So, like, I guess, like, if they're on the platform saying and doing some crazy stuff, I'm like, nah, bro, you either gonna have to straighten up or you gonna have to take your business elsewhere. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be running an unsafe website. People come to my website thinking it's cool and it's safe, but then you out here being toxic and crazy. Like, if you out there, like, raging or something, I'm not gonna ban you for that. If anything, I'm gonna probably have that as like the front page of my platform. So yeah, if you're taking keyboards, smashing it across your head, yelling at other people, and that's the thing, like, that's what you have to expect. Like, I guess talking on that, if he did get banned from yelling at some Apex Legends player and stuff, bro, do you know how many times I've been yelled at? Do you know how many times I've yelled at people while playing video games? Bro, I still remember one of the first few times I went off on somebody, and I was just talking to my dad about it the other day. But so, and it's funny, it so happened to be Apex Legends. So anyways, I'm playing Apex Legends, right? And I think everybody knows how Apex Legends is played. When you go down, there's a button that you can press to alert your teammates to let you know, hey, I need to be revived. There was nobody near me. The people that had shot me down, they ran off somewhere. So I was by myself. Explain to me why my teammates started running in the opposite direction. Now, if you guys don't know that, Apex Legends it's a team-based game, right? You play with like a team. It's a team of 3, and that's who you play with. You play with 2 other people, right? So I'm trying to figure out, I'm pressing this button to let you know, hey, I need to be revived. And may I remind you, I am streaming as this is all is going on, so I'm getting upset. You can visibly hear me you can hear me, okay, mentally hear me, I don't know, but you can see that I was getting upset in the stream and stuff, all right? And somebody joins my stream, and that's one thing that I don't like, is that when I'm raging, I don't need people to try to argue with my rage. I'm already mad. Last thing I need is somebody to be trying to, tell me not to be mad or try to come up with an excuse on some stuff. But so anyways, the person joins my stream and he's all like, well, what if they're deaf? Now, look, I'm not trying to sound or be insensitive towards deaf people, but my thing is this. If you know you're deaf, don't make the game hard for yourself to where you know you're not going to be able to hear things properly. Have a hearing aid, okay? And if you can't have a hearing aid, there's stuff that flashes on the screen. So use your eyes. I would imagine that you are still able to use your eyes. You're not going to be deaf in both ears and eyes. I've never heard of somebody being deaf in the eyes. So that's why I'm like, I wasn't hearing that. And I'm like, fam, you can go somewhere else with that, because I'm not hearing that. And bro, I feel like people, they will probably take this part of the podcast, or they will try to find that stream, let it go viral, try to cancel me and all that stuff. But I think a lot of people would also agree with me on that, and if not, then hey, oh well. I'm like, I was angry, I was mad. And I think, when you're playing a video game for a long period of time, it's like that for anybody. Freaking look at PewDiePie. That man was playing, what game was he playing? He was playing was it Call of Duty or what? What game was it? It was a battle royale game. He might have been playing, no, I think it was PUBG. He might have been playing PUBG. PewDiePie, all right, a white content creator, he got mad when playing the game and has said the N-word in a derogatory way. He didn't say it in no way. So I'm not trying to justify if I'm wrong for what I said or did, I'm wrong. I'll admit that. That's something I'm not afraid to admit. But I am also going to defend myself and tell you guys, I was angry. All right, so I'm like, I can't help it if I'm angry if I'm playing the game. So that's why, like, yeah, games like Apex, I play it with friends because I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be me and my friends having fun. But if I'm playing, like, I don't play that game by myself. There's games that I just do not fool with by myself, and so I don't know if Kick, if if they're so strict. Well, I know if I ever do get banned from Twitch, then yeah, now I'm like, all right, well, I'll just take my business to kicking things and just do what I play, because I'm like, it pays better. I feel like I probably have like a better chance, like, because the website just getting created, I do feel like I have a better chance of growing on there more than with Twitch, where it's like you got so much of a competition. So I like, that's one thing where it's like, so if you're looking for a place with a big audience, Twitch would probably be the better option. I feel like both websites would be a good option, but I do feel like that Twitch will probably be a good option because there's more people there versus with Kick. You probably will get more people in your streams on Kick, but the community is small, so I do feel like it probably would take you a little bit longer to grow on there, but I do feel like it'll probably take even longer to grow on Twitch. So Kick would probably be the best option. So yeah. Oh, and then here's the thing though, be active. If you are going to stream on Kick, make sure you are active. Make sure you are doing numerous streams, because from what I've been hearing, so on Kick, if you're not active and you have a user, so like, let's say for an example, you took the username TMossBoss, right? But you don't really stream as much. You just only took the name because you thought it was a dope sounding name, but you did not know of me, right? So I see that. I get upset because I'm like, how do you not know of me? How, well, like, not trying to sound arrogant, but it's like, how do you not know of this name? How do you not do research on this name to ensure that nobody uses it? But who's going to be doing that? Like, if you just heard about the website Kick and you're just now getting into content creating, you're probably not even thinking of that, right? So anyways, so let's say I get mad and I'm like, you know what? No. I know this person's probably just doing this to troll me and mess with me. You have no idea who I am, right? No idea. So you go and there's a day you just randomly sign in and you're all like, you know what? Let me see what's going on Kick today. All of a sudden, you get a notification or you get a thing saying you have to change your username. Another content creator had took your username. Again, this is on Kick. Twitch don't do stuff like this. If you ain't got the name, you ain't got the name. But so anyways, so yeah, that's been happening to some people on Kick where their names, they've just been getting taken. And they're all like, bruh, like, what do you mean? People are getting emails saying like, you cannot, or this name has been given away to somebody else because you're not being active. And I'm like, that's crazy. I think some platforms, they do that. Because I think Instagram, they do stuff like that where it's like if a person, so let's say if somebody has the name Chris Tucker, and then Chris Tucker, he has to go by the official Chris Tucker, but he's like, I don't want to go by that anymore, and that account is not active, yeah, they could just go ahead and take the name or just, yeah, get rid of the account and stuff. They probably do give him a time where it's all like, yeah, so, just wait and, when all this stuff, or wait after a while, and then you should be able to get the name back and things, so. But yeah, I would recommend streaming on Kick. But if you don't want to go through like all the because I think the website is still in beta. So if you don't want to go through all those issues and problems, then yeah, just go on Twitch. And Twitch, you should get like the same treatment you get on there. But I must warn you, be careful if you are going to stream on Twitch. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off of your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.